Richard. Firstly, good to finally meet you. I imagine it's been a hectic 48 hours for you.
Yeah, it's been non-stop. You know, it's never great when the manager leaves, and it has been literally non-stop. My phone hasn't stopped. You know, it's meetings after meetings, trying to sort things out, and it's sad when the manager goes. You know, you've got to remember what Marta has done for the club has been immense. You know, you can't forget that he got promoted last year, stabilised the club in a very, very good league. That shouldn't be forgotten. And there's other things what he's done, what people will never find out about. He's been a credit to the club. Yeah,
and that's it. Is it? I suppose it's not just the stuff on the pitch. Your personal relationship, I imagine. He's not only a colleague but a friend of yours as well.
Well, he is. I mean, you know, we knew each other since we were like 17, 18.
Wow.
You know, he was at Bristol City. I was at Rovers. You know, his dad took me to Exeter. He was there. So, you know, it's a long relationship. That friendship will definitely stay.
Yeah. How have the first couple of training sessions been? I suppose you always lead the team in those, but yeah, what's the mood like in the camp?
Well, first day training today. You know, so we've had a couple of meetings. We've gone through a couple of sessions regarding Halifax, and we've gone through good bits, and there was a lot of good bits Monday, sorry, and obviously the bad bits in the second half.
I suppose with anything, when a manager goes, it's always good to have a core group of players that you would call your leadership group. Do you feel like you've got that in your players?
Yeah, we've got players. But you still got to remember when push comes to shove, they're all in their 20s apart from one. You know, I've got T-shirts older than most of these, and I have. So you know, it's tough for them. You know, when you play so well for 45, and that happens. You know, it happens for reasons. You know, we went low, they went high. It's nothing to lose, and you know, we have to counteract that if it happens again. You know, when we're 2 or 3 up. So we've done a lot on the video. We do a fair bit today regarding Halifax, and get on with the job.
Yeah. Recording this early doors on Thursday morning. In terms of team news ahead of Saturday, any bumps and bruises for Monday? From Monday?
Everybody who's involved on Saturday is training today. Obviously, James is going to be a bit longer. Charlie's going to do some light stuff today, which will be good because obviously we've got a small squad and we need as many people fit as we can. So, and Maddox is hopefully coming out of his boot this week.
Oh wow!
So, you know, I haven't seen him train and obviously play, so it'll be good to get him sort of involved hopefully in 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah. You mentioned Halifax and looking at the clips and stuff this morning. What kind of challenge do they pose?
Well, they've got good players up front. They've got people who can play in midfield. They've got a lot of things going for them, and we've just got to find some weaknesses somewhere to hurt them.
Yeah, because they're very. I suppose they've had a fairly similar start to the season that you guys have, and they're in a similar league position as well.
Yeah, 5 games gone doesn't really reflect. I mean, realistically, if we did win, if we had a win on Monday, I think we're in the top 7. You know, so 5 games gone. Listen, no one wants to be. Everybody wants to look in the top half of the table and see the name there, but it's early days. I'm quite confident with the players we've got. We'll be fine. Yeah,
and that's it with the players you've got, and they did provide in that first 45 on Monday. You talked before about needing your forward players to do the business. They did that on Monday, so there is a positive step forward.
It's a massive positive. I mean, there was nothing but positives the first 45 minutes, and you know, it was like chalk and cheese. 45 minutes. So we've got to work away. And listen, no one plays well for 90 minutes. There's not many teams that play well for total 90, but if we can transform that 45 into 70 minutes, you know, we're going to cause a lot of teams a lot of problems. Yeah. But it's just a case of getting it and getting the belief we can do it. So that's another problem we can solve.
Yeah. Do you have any message to the fans ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, listen, just keep the faith in the young players we've got. You know, we're trying to pull together as a group. There's no. The blame culture goes on everybody. You know, when we don't score, centre halves come up. They can score. You know, we can see goals. Can the forwards do a little bit more? Can the midfielders do a little bit more? So the blame, if you want to call it the blame, goes on everybody, and that's in the dugout right the way through to the man who comes on in 90 minutes.
Right, yeah. Just last one from me. Have you been involved in any conversations or updates of a new manager coming through?
No, I've just been told. I went down Tuesday morning to meet the owners and the chairman. Just get on with his job and see what happens, basically.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go well on Saturday, Richard.
Thank you very much.